Hi guys, how's it going? Bit of a hot take there, as the cool kids call it, in a car park. This is slightly serious video, so apologies for that. I won't make a habit of them. There's loads of funny videos on the page, check them out. So we do this character called Mairead Corkery. I'm just kind of seeking a bit of advice on Mairead at the moment. Mairead is a kind of unlucky in love, girl next door type character, and she just happens to be like a mad, militant Republican, Irish Republican as well then at the same time, which I thought was gas crack for a character years ago, and she kind of took on a life of her own. Brilliant. Did a video with her during the summer there, and she got like 1.5 million views. Got a few anti-Irish comments, alright, on that video from just a very small portion of English people who kind of took exception to her, what they perceived to be like her kind of having a go at England or whatever. Didn't really mind that, to be honest. That was a bit of crack. That's par for the course really with creating that type of character, I think. Like, and it's only a small, most English people are sound and realise that it's a joke or whatever and stuff. What I wasn't expecting though is that she actually got a load of kind of homophobic, or I got a load of homophobic and transphobic comments, which kind of really took me back. Nasty shit, like. And I was like, wow, this, you know, this is what it must be like for somebody transgender or gay or whatnot. When they're kind of posting stuff of themselves online, they might get this stuff. Sorry if that sounds so ignorant, like. I never really stopped to really fully think of it before, I suppose. And what really hammered it home for me then was a few weeks later, for the first time ever, I was out in public as her, by day, just walking around, very little other people with me. We were shooting a comedy video, another video with her, and I was in full dress, makeup, whatever. And for about 2 or 3 hours, I walked around my home city of Cork. For the first time in my life in Cork, I felt extremely uncomfortable. Grown men rolling down the windows in their cars, giving me really aggressive, kind of judgmental looks that made me feel that I was doing life wrong or something. A grown man under his breath as I passed him by went faggot. I was absolutely, I suppose what it did two major things to me. One, I filled with empathy, because I think for the first time in my life I got some sort of sense anyway of what it's like to be somebody kind of different in this city, and maybe all cities. In case anyone thinks it's me having to go off Cork, whatever, anyone who knows me, I don't know, would you meet anyone prouder of Cork than I am? Like, I'm extremely proud of where I'm from and stuff, but I thought that my city had moved on an awful lot more than it obviously had. And I felt great sadness that, like, a city that kind of rolls out the red carpet for the Queen and Prince Charles there last year is making some of its own citizens, I assume is making some of its own citizens on a daily basis feel uncomfortable and unwelcome, and that made me feel really angry. I also thought on a personal basis, like, if somebody calls me a faggot here under the bread again, I'm going to knock him out. I'm not saying that being a tough guy at all. That was just what happened in my gut. And again, then I understood what it's like to be, say, transgender or gay, and to get quite upset or get quite angry online, because presumably you're just fighting these battles all the time and putting up with this kind of shit all the time. And it just made me feel really angry, and I just wanted to kind of throw it out, like, you know, if you're transgender or if you're gay particularly, but anybody who is, I suppose, different, whatever that means, do you feel unwelcome and unsafe in your own city? Like, because I think that's horrible. And I think if it is the case, the more people like me who are ignorant to it, all I did was just walk a day in your shoes, or a version of that, and I realised what it's like for you, and if it can really upset me. Do you feel unwelcome in your own home city, like? And also, should I be doing this character? Like, should I, a straight man, be dressing up as a woman and making comedy videos? Is that cool? Like, I'm actually genuinely asking for people, particularly transgender people, to educate me, like, because I don't know, is this offensive?